Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at how one can use Microsoft Excel to take a data set and represent it graphically. Let's suppose that we're dealing with data concerning operating system preferences for smartphones. One operating system is Android, another is iOS, we have Windows, and BlackBerry. And let's suppose we polled 100 people, and 45, let's say, I indicated that Android is their preferred operating system. 40, let's say, select iOS, and 14 for Windows, and let's say 1 for BlackBerry. With this data set, I can now highlight it using the left mouse button, right-click, and I can do a quick analysis. From here, you can see there's a number of different tools that are available. I can select, for example, a chart, and I may wish to represent this as a clustered bar, a clustered column, or a pie chart. For example, let's suppose I select a clustered column. I then have this information here represented visually. I can, of course, change the title to call this Operating System Preference. I can also add some additional information under Chart Elements. I can have axis titles, for example. Let's suppose I want to call this axis here, OS, and the vertical axis, preference, totals. I now have this nice chart. Now, let's suppose I've decided that I want to represent this perhaps in terms of percentages. Maybe this particular visual representation is not ideal. I can right-click on my data set, select Quick Analysis, and I may decide that I would rather have this represented as a pie chart. With my pie chart, similarly, I can select Chart Elements. I may want to have data labels. Perhaps to get a little bit more specific, I want to do a data callout in terms of percentages. I now have a nice data callout. I may wish to have a title. I'm going to sort of move this over here and call this OS Reference. I can further modify this information by changing some of the colors. I can do a similar thing over here by selecting different colors. I could also, of course, change some of the options here to represent it in a slightly different way from a visual perspective. Once I have this information within Microsoft Excel, I can easily right-click on the chart, copy it, and I can paste this into Microsoft Word. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a very quick way to deal with data using Microsoft Excel. I hope you found this video entertaining and informative. Thank you.